Hello, this is Jenny Davis, Vice President of Marketing for Skillable, and I am talking to Bethany Wood today. Hello, Bethany. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Jenny?
Excellent. Thank you. So Bethany had the recent accomplishment of hitting 500 classes delivered. So she has taught 500 classes, if you can believe that. So in talking with Bethany, she has 15 years of experience and she's been doing labs in person, online, a little bit of a hybrid. So let's just talk a little bit about that experience. What kind of classes are you teaching? What makes up that 500?
I teach a lot of things that are from the Office suite, so Excel, Word, Outlook, databases, that kind of thing.
Excellent. And all with the hands-on component?
Yes, yeah. They're the classes that I teach. Everybody gets a chance to try all of the things that we're talking about, so that gives them a lot of hands-on. That way, if there's something that doesn't make sense or just doesn't work, they've got a chance to say, I don't get it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how has 15 years and talking about doing in-person versus online delivery, what's been the biggest change to your role as an instructor over the years as technology changes?
I find that I do have to check in different ways to see how well people are doing, how their engagement. When you're in class, you can see if their head is on the desk and they're falling asleep. But when they're not in front of you, you can't see those things if they don't have their camera on. So I find that I have other ways that I try to engage them and make sure that they're comfortable with asking questions. And so I've had to develop a new set of tools for the online world.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Do you ever use our instructor monitoring tool to see if maybe a mouse isn't moving around and give them a little pulse check?
I definitely do. Sometimes I'll be going through some explanation with a person and they're just struggling with a little thing, like they just can't see the button that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And my being able to go in and either show them by moving my mouse on their screen, or just saying, this is not something that you are going to have to do normally, so how about I just do it for you? So that's helpful to be able to sign them into something if that's causing them a problem, or those little things. I do that as little as possible, but I do appreciate that it is an option, because then it eliminates some of the frustration for them for something they're never going to need after our day together.
Right. So speaking of features, what are some other things that you enjoy about the Skillable platform or that you've found helpful through the years?
I like that it gives you a quick and easy way that you can share the files with the participants. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about sending out mass emails. You can all just drop it into the lab and everybody can get it from there. So I do really like that. I also like that there's a chat feature for tech support. So if there's something that normally would work and it's just not behaving, you can fire off a quick little message and they'll let you know what's going on. So I really appreciate that, because it means I don't have to say to the class, hang on a minute, I have to call tech support.
Right. You go get some coffee, get some, whatever you're going to do. I'll be right back. That's awesome.
Right. Go make a pizza and then we'll start again.
So thinking about that 500 classes, how busy are you? How many classes a week or a month do you run?
It fluctuates, but it's anywhere from 10 to 15 classes a month that I'm teaching. So I'm busy, but I'm not so busy that I'm burnt out.
Right. Perfect. Well, you seem like you have that zest for teaching and continuing on there. What would be your advice to a brand new instructor who is starting to use the Skillable platform and delivering hands-on learning? What would be your advice for him or her as that adventure starts?
I would say that they should, as they instruct their participants, that they should follow the same instructions. Like, don't be afraid to try things, explore. And if you get stuck or lost, or you think that what should be working a certain way and it's just not working that way, click on the chat and get help with it, so that you don't get frustrated and just say, I guess this tiny little portion that I figured out how to use, that's what I'll use, because then they're not getting the full use out of it. I'd also say that if they're going to be using it largely for virtual, but not necessarily, grab somebody that, like a family member, and practice with them. Do a mock teach with them, so that things that you might take for granted and they're looking at it going, this doesn't make sense to me, then you'll know, oh, that might be something my participants will run into too. So you kind of have a heads up for those kinds of things.
Well, thank you again so much, Bethany. We appreciate you, and congratulations for hitting that great accomplishment of 500 classes delivered. And we look forward to seeing many more from you.
Thank you.